It's Ricky. Ricky! Psh.
As far as me, the head fish, I'm leaving. I'm signing my presidential notice and stamping.
Girl, the head fish don't do this. You're not the head fish. Maybe the body, maybe even the tail, the fin, or the gills, maybe even the scales. But the head fish, girl, what is it? Pluto, Sty, Kees. I'm blocking all of you people.
Everybody, that Gnarly by Cat's Eye comes out April 29th. Pre-save.
Girl, I don't care. I see you see me, that's why I like to see no show but I'm positive, yo. I'm Anonymous Beauty Man and now for sure, and we're about to watch Kees' response to everything that he started. I did not watch his first part, not even in my free time, because I've watched him long enough and I don't care. I don't care anything he has to say, because from seeing Najee's part and then even seeing the footage that both of them released when they were both in the car, Kees, full of shit. Don't want to hear it. I'm gonna watch Ricky's part 2. Najee is the only person that hasn't come out with anything. I've been waiting all day for her video. I was waiting for her video first. Because through her was how I found out Ricky was making a video. But Ricky put out her video second after Kees. So Najee's the last one. It either comes out, Najee said today. So if it's not today, it's tomorrow. This is all so unnecessary and extra. And I'm putting this at 2x2 speed unapologetically. Because what the fuck, girl? I don't know. That's the plan. Watch the show me, y'all. He probably gonna be full of shit.
Before we start this video, I just want to remind everybody that Gnarly by Cat's Eye comes out April 29th. Pre-save.
Girl, I don't care. I don't care.
What's up, everybody? So, listen, I need to come on here and remake the video I made yesterday.
Kees is one of them, because I don't know how much K-pop he actually cares for and actually likes, but it's giving a bandwagon K-pop person, and he only likes the groups that are popular because everybody else is listening to them. As an original, you know, real K-pop former fan from 2016, like 2 years after the worst year of hip-hop, you know, I've seen a lot of shit happen. I've seen a lot of shit come and go. There's a lot of fan wars. Never been a part of any of them, because even when I was like 13, I didn't give a fuck. But it's, I just don't really feel like he likes K-pop for real. I mean, I got tired of it too at a point. There's only so many years I can sit and not really understand what I'm listening to and study it before I get tired. And it's just like, okay, this is an emulation of black people anyways, so I'd rather just sit and watch that and be able to understand what the fuck is going on than be able to, than that shit. But if you like Korean pop, it's whatever. I still listen to it every now and then, but
my niggas don't treat us.
I have a new lens on ever since the wake of all the racism.
Today, I came on the video having the attitude of, I don't give a fuck everybody, I'm right, you wrong, and I'm da-da-da-da-da-da, and you know what?
That's another thing I hated. Girl, you did all the, it's giving Pluto. Pluto also did that, and he hopped on the internet. All of them do that. Sty, Pluto, all of them hop on the internet as soon as some shit go down. And then they get on the video, look, I shouldn't have did that. I really shouldn't have did this. Girl, you've been on the internet for almost a decade. It's been, what, 4, maybe even 6 years. I need y'all niggas to get with the fucking program, because there's no way. So, you know, sometimes when shit like this happens, when there's a whole corner of people falling out, it makes me feel like there's a layer of, I'm not talking about this one specifically because this is clearly real. All of you people don't fuck with each other, which is crazy. But sometimes, you know, when stuff like this has happened over the years, it's make me question the authenticity of it, because they end up doing videos like this or being cool with the people they fell out with months ago later, like Pluto and Sty. Pluto and Sty keep fucking falling out, and I'm tired of it. Them two niggas is strange. Why the fuck is y'all nigga banding together and y'all don't fuck with each other? But now that Kees is getting brought down, that was strange. Seeing that was very bizarre. I was like, why is Pluto here confidently on Sty's Twitter timeline? I am diving into this mess and this drama situation specifically for my YouTube channel.
I tried to bring that.
Girl, I was blabbering and my mic cut out. I don't know when, but I'm just not interested in what you have to say. That's why I keep talking so much.
Attitude to the video, because I was just like, I have to show people that I'm not affected by this, and I have to show people that I don't care about their opinions, all this other shit. And to an extent that is true, but in the same breath, like, it's just not the type of person I am. Like, I don't like being looked at bad regardless of how I feel like I've done stuff. I'm okay with being held accountable for the wrongs that I've made because, I mean,
Oh, I think I might be a beast when I get canceled because I love public perception. Like, I don't like a lot of eyes on me. Like, oh my God, everybody's looking at me. Like, it does make me overwhelmed, but public perception, especially when it's wrong, experiencing it from my family, I imagine it's horrible on the internet because there's so many people, okay? At that point, log out. I'm not seeing any of it. But in real life, being scrutinized and judged and, you know, belittled by people that you both know and don't, it's very surreal, especially when they hurt you in very specific ways, just as Kees did. That's why it's all very strange. This is all very strange.
bitch, that's the only way you can grow. But I'm not gonna be okay with being portrayed as this terrible person who doesn't speak up for themselves until they want to bash their friends at the very end on the internet. Like, that's not the type of person I am. And especially in this friendship, I want to make this video in a calm manner so that I can at least disarm whoever's viewing it for a second to at least hear my side out of the story, and after give me a fair analysis of how they feel about me and what the fuck happened, because there's a big piece of information and context that I feel like is being left out to portray me the way I am. And I'm not saying that anything I've done in the past isn't bad and all this other stuff. Like, I've tried to grow from that person, and I know that it's gonna be like, you say that, but you can't be doing that if you're literally making these same mistakes. And I just hope that
I'm sorry, I just can't take him seriously. This energy, and I saw multiple videos of him having this I don't give a fuck, cocky ass, high head, high horse attitude. This demeanor is so hard for me to take at face value and take seriously, Kees, because you was popping hot shit so bad on the internet that I'm surprised you have not got jumped like you did when you was little. There goes my green light for people to come at me because I'm using Kees's trauma against him that he put on the internet, first of all. But this is so ghetto and tacky and whack. I just can't. I just can't take serious what I'm watching. This is not.
this video can help you guys get an understanding where my head was at when all this stuff was happening. And yeah, I don't want to like backtrack on anything, but I also am here to take accountability for stuff, but all that'll be explained later. I just request that if you guys do give me any hate, that you guys leave the hate to me. Please don't go comment on any of my sister's posts. The bigger or overarching theme I'm starting to see is protect black women, that like I'm a harasser of women, and that's one, not true. I love women. I get my personality from black women that I grew up with, and TV and all types of shit. Black women are very respected in this household, so please don't even play those games. But if what we're gonna be streaming is protect black women, which yes, let's protect all black women, because my sister don't got nothing to do with this, and she's not her brother. Jay dropped her video last night, so this is really just me. I didn't watch the video. I'm gonna watch the video as I'm editing this and whatnot, but this is everything that I had brought up yesterday. This was me responding to people who made videos or been hopping on live talking about me, and obviously Nijay, because she brought to the internet that I was borrowing money from her and Ricky, and she made it seem like I was doing it because I needed the money. And it was just like, obviously I needed the money in that moment, but it wasn't because I didn't have any of my own. This was basically a response to that and everything that I've been.
But you didn't have your own money, Kees. That's why you asked in the first place. Usually people who have all their ducks in a row, no matter what it is, you simply don't need to ask. You didn't have the budget for the rent money, so you went and asked. Is that not needing money? Is that not needing to ask for money? That's literally what that is. Am I the slow one? I'm the slow one? Okay, shut up.
Seeing or hearing. I haven't really been on. I didn't have any of my own. This was basically a response to that and everything that I've been seeing or hearing. I haven't really been on the internet, for at least on my main page. While y'all can see in the comments, we're on my anime page. Let's just address it. I guess I'll just start off with the borrowing money thing. The past few months, I think for the last month and a half, I've let everybody know on YouTube, and we've made, or not a month and a half, or maybe the last few months. Whenever I went to Seattle, I let you guys know that, you know, there was like this hacker stuff going on, messing with my family a little bit. I didn't give any details because I honestly don't really understand what's going on myself. Like, I'm new at this shit, so I'm like, I didn't let anybody know how severe the problem was, but it's been happening for a fat minute now. And it started off only being on one device in the house, and then it ended up being on my devices, and it was just this whole thing, and it was just a lot. It's been an investigation, and not on us because our bank trusts us, but because we have to see what's going on with our account and how someone even got access to all this stuff. So a whole big thing, identity fraud, it's a lot. It's been ghetto. I don't understand it. Like, I don't know what's going on. If you also don't know, my mom has been sick. She has had cancer. Sometimes I would send my mom money every other month, maybe every month. It would depend. Like, it would be whatever I felt like I could share with her at the moment, because I've also been preparing to move. So while this particular investigation was going on, I think it was maybe for like almost a little bit under a month, they allowed me to only access a certain amount in my account so that if there is a situation, nobody can take any money from me. 6,000 or like 5,500, somewhere around there. Because while I've been budgeting, that's average what I spend in a month. So because I was under my budget a little bit, I was like, okay.
This cupcake just said he was under budget, and he just said he didn't ask for money because he didn't have his own. But you just said you were a little under budget, meaning you didn't have the rent money. So you had to ask for it because it was not in your budget. So you asked for it. Not saying anything's wrong with it, but I'm nitpicking this because this case, this was so unnecessary. This is so unnecessary. And then there's so many parties in it doing so much unnecessary shit. Like, everybody just needs to shut the hell up. I love me some Ricky though. I'm excited to get to her video. I love Ricky. Hey Rick. But yeah, no, everybody be quiet. What the fuck?
Well, let me give the rest of it to my mom, and I had enough for my bills and everything, and they were all on auto pay. I dropped my card, girl. Why in the fuck does someone steal my card? And they spent $2,000 on the card. So I obviously couldn't get that money back until the bank refunded it, but the process was gonna take longer because now they're like suspicious because like, bro, like, what are you doing? And we're doing the first, and my apartment don't give a damn where I dropped my card. So I asked my homegirls about it because we had the friendship where you can ask for favors like that, and it wouldn't be no questions asked. It would be like, oh, can I borrow this ass? It would be like, oh, can I borrow this? Yeah, girl, here, pay me back when you got it. Yeah, even if one of us didn't need the money, it was just like, oh, this card don't work. Like, we were cool with it because that's just the type of friendship that we had.
Which is fine, but all that goes out the window when you do shit like this. And so I'm glad Najee brought that up against you. Usually I'm one of those people that's like, you know, it's crazy people do things for other people just to bring it up later. But no, this was actually foul as fuck. I'm glad that she rounded your ass up into a bundle of sticks. Faggot.
It was just like, oh, this card don't work. Like, we were cool with it because that's the type of friendship that we had. I asked them, they said yes, was so sorry for it, and I let them know, like, I'm so sorry to ask this. Like, I hate asking for favors. I paid them both the money back. I was still under the investigation with all this stuff. It's still happening now. It's happening when I was in Atlanta, and we're just now maybe coming to a compromise about it. We're in the process of switching stuff over, but Najee let me borrow the money until my account was fixed or until, you know, everything got reversed back. And I don't know, I'm not embarrassed by it, and I don't even feel like I shouldn't need to have to talk about this, but I just work too hard for anybody to think that I'm just some bum. Like, it just never gave that. It just never gave that. I may stay inside all the time, but I stay inside in my luxury apartment with all the amenities I fucking need. Like, I got everything I need right here. Too early, too soon. I understand that the consensus is, well, Kees, you brought to the internet first. This is what happens. You go low, they go lower.
Yeah, too soon. Because you still, what's crazy, he's still popping shit. Like, shut the fuck up, my nigga. Like, this is how I know where's the remorse? Where's the morale? Where is the human decency? You don't have it, Kees. You still talking shit. I was just about to retract. Like, you know what? Nah, maybe, you know, I get it now. Because, you know, it was a logical reason. But nah, Najee got up in that ass, and I'm glad she did. I hope she do it again. I hope whatever she reveal. I hope whatever Ricky and Najee reveals, it's some shit.
At first, hearing stuff like that would just literally make me not even want to hear understanding or try to have any understanding for the other side. It just really pissed me off. And it's like, I did not do this for drama. Like, I would never start with them for drama. Any of my friends I held to that caliber because that's just not how I was, and that wasn't the point of the video. I'll get onto that. I don't want to go too far off the bullet points I have because I'll talk in tangents, but that wasn't the point of any of this. And if I knew that this would have been the outcome, I would have waited 2 years, 3, 4 months later when no one cared. But regardless if I would have talked about it then or talked about it now, the point of it would have still been, stop telling gay boys that they're overreacting when they say stuff is microaggressive, like that trend, because it can be found in media, it can be found in your friendships, regardless of how good the people are. Because like I said in the video, I know they're good people. The point of it was never for, oh, these people should be the worst human scum of the world, and I literally hate both of their guts. Like, no, I never gave that. I know we say all types of crazy ass shit that we don't mean, either out of anger or out of just simply being dark with the dark jokes about it, but I know that we're good people. That was what I was hoping that would have came across when I made the video. I'm not making excuses. I'm literally just trying to explain my thinking so people can see it from my point of view for a second. It wasn't supposed to be a secret or a gag, because as you'll see as the video goes along, I feel like I've made multiple attempts to make boundaries with them, and the responses that I've gotten have not made it a safe space to ever want to make more. Bringing me borrowing money for you up as if my finances were the issue when you knew everything that was going on at the time, which is corny, especially when your justification is a video I made, just respectfully stating how I feel.
Okay, so what's your excuse with falling out with Sty? Because Sty said y'all also fell out because you needed money. So is this a cop-out answer? Does this apply to everybody else or just Najee? Because you were going through the situation you went through. What was the situation with Sty? Because I don't fully know why they fell out, and I don't really care. But Sty said it was about money, and this is about money, so.
Like you treated me. And I'm not saying that they're probably not blindsided, because I've taken time to try to release it. I mean, shit, that's all I can do. That's all my comments are. Like, you're literally the worst person to ever kill yourself. I'm like, oh. Now, as far as the situation as a whole, why I felt the way I felt, and the times and the examples where I feel like I have given boundaries, and some of them I obviously don't have, well, most of them I don't have like evidence of it visually, because it's just like, I don't record my friends when we're talking, but the time in the car we were vlogging wasn't about her saying the F word, though. It was about how I felt like she talks to me. It came off of a previous conversation earlier in the day where we were getting something to eat, and I had to let her know, like, the joke that she was making with me were getting a bit out of hand, because it's not even what she's saying, it was just how I felt like she was delivering it to me, and I was like, it just comes off a bit aggressive. And I told her, like, I felt bad for saying it, and she was like, no, it's okay, say it. Like, say what you wanted to say. She was like, oh, okay, like, I'll stop. I've been told that before. She said, like, 6 people had told her that before, so she's really gonna try to stop. And I was like, Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Like, okay, period. It's like, this is basically the last day of the vlog where we were looking back and forth in the mailboxes trying to find the ID because I didn't want to drive to the south alone. And also because of the stuff that was going on with my phone, with the breach and stuff like that, because it wasn't just our bank accounts, it was also our telephone line. T-Mobile kept messing with my data, so I'm like, what am I going to do on a 15-hour car ride, especially if I have to be the one driving?
I don't know why my video is glitching.
Like, obviously, Najee could have took the wheel too, but I feel like it was a bad look to be in your car without your license. And you guys don't know driving your car? Like, I don't know. Like, and just like, you can't, we live in the South, okay? It's the South, it's Trump, everything. I don't care. I was irritated by my ID not being sent, and Najee was irritated because, like, and just like, you can't, we live in the South, okay?
Shit keeps happening that's stopping me from recording this video. The video keeps glitching. My computer keeps fucking up. Somebody don't want this video out there.
It's the South, it's Trump, everything. I don't care. I was irritated by my ID not being sent, and Najee was irritated because we had to push our trip a whole day and a half.
Yeah, no, not gonna lie. Seeing Trump everywhere in the South was so irritating. It got so old so fast. Like the first Trump billboard I saw, I was like, it's not giving conservative with the amount of DLs that's here. It's not giving red state. It's not because
and the car was never sent, so we could have left the day earlier if this was the case. You know what I mean? And we left earlier than expected because we were going to leave the next morning, so we were both tired, and I was just telling her before we left, like, okay, we're going to be in this car for a long time. I would appreciate if we could just chill on the joke. Sometimes shit can get a little muddy, especially when you're tired and you've been in the car for 12 and a half hours, and it really ended up being 15 hours. Just roll her eyes, like smack her teeth, and then she kind of got standoffish after, a little quiet, didn't really interact as much. Just like, you know what, we're tired, so it's whatever. And shit, I wasn't wrong because a few minutes later when we were in the grocery store, she was cool again, laughing, we was keying, we was vlogging, it was fun. But then we got back in the car, and once she turned her camera off, the snarkiness came back out a little bit, and I was just like, wait girl, like it's not that serious. She said in the video that every time she does anything, I make her out to look like a bad person, and that I call her aggressive and I say anything she does is aggressive, and I'm like, wait, tired, and you would appreciate if we could just chill on the joke. Sometimes shit can get a little muddy, especially when you're tired and you've been in the car for 12 and a half hours, and it really ended up being 15 hours. Just roll her eyes, like smack her teeth, and then she kind of got standoffish after, a little quiet, didn't really interact as much. Just like, you know what, we're tired, so it's whatever. And shit, I wasn't wrong because a few minutes later when we were in the grocery store, she was cool again, laughing, we was keying, we was vlogging, it was fun. But then we got back in the car, and once she turned her camera off, the snarkiness came back out a little bit, and I was just like, wait girl, like it's not that serious.
who the fuck wants to be cooped up in a car for 10 plus hours? Maybe she's snarky and a little moody because she got to deal with your ass and be closed up and suffocated in your energy for over 15 minutes. I can't stand anybody's actual personality really over 10 minutes, but I give people a 15-minute little window before I start being rude all throughout the day. People haven't caught on to it yet, but it's a thing, and it's a method to my madness, and people be wondering why I'm randomly rude and randomly mean. I'm really not. It's just your time for my niceness has ran out, and I just don't have it in me to be nice to you anymore. So once I stop giving a fuck, I stop giving a fuck for real. But this Kees, I don't really agree with, because there's a whole factor that we're not putting into, which is the real life factor that has nothing to do with your guys' relationship. We're going on a long road trip that she probably doesn't really want to go on, but she's being a real ass nigga and she's going on with you anyways. It's just, I don't know, this part kind of, was this really needed? I'm kind of having a hard time following why we're here.
She said in the video that every time she does anything, I make her out to look like a bad person, and that I call her aggressive and I say anything she does is aggressive. And I'm like, wait, no, that's not the case. Always calling me a weak bitch, pussy bitch, punk bitch. Like, she literally said, like, mind you, that was the first thing she said to me in Ricky's house because I didn't want to lay in the bed with her.
The background me some ambiance.
Well, we have two different channels. We have two different audiences. Very different.
I'm just saying, but y'all wouldn't enjoy it. You enjoy it. You watch Mr. Beast?
No, I don't.
Jay's that friend that swear that liking stuff is not uncool. Like, it's okay. You could chillax over here.
I'm not that friend. I don't watch YouTube, so I don't know what's going on over here. I be on TikTok. That's my app. So, and I didn't, bitch, when did I say it was uncool? Just because I say I don't do some shit don't mean I say. This is the friend that judges me for everything and thinks everything I do is aggressive. Bitch, I could literally blink.
I called Najee. No,
I could blink.
No, now you're capping. Please stop. Najee be like, bitch, what bitch? I'd be like, oh my God, like,
Okay.
Calm down. It'd be like, calm down.
And I be calm, though. I'm calm. This is exactly what black women talk about. Y'all gonna see in the comments. They gonna see.
Y'all gonna see.
They gonna see. Because, bitch, I'm just acting regular. If you know this is how I am, then what's all that? What's all...
Najee does seem very boisterous and out there. So a lot of black women are vibrant and you know, passionate. I will say that they're black women as a whole are vibrant and passionate. I don't know this. I don't know. Looking on the outside in just feels like a interaction. This is the video I saw on Twitter, and I kind of caught some things. This text is like helping me see from Kees's point of view, because I did read from his facial expressions when I saw this on my own. But again, I'm still having a trouble following, like, because I don't know Najee, so I also don't know Kees. And I was talking crazy. No, but this is crazy. Like Kees, like this is crazy. This is crazy, girl. But I don't know what the fuck is happening here. It's maybe this is just one of those times. No, because then what about all the other times?
All the rah-rah, like...
Girl, cause chill. Like,
I'm chill. That's why I'm keep trying to... You know what? I'm tired of explaining myself to the world. Fuck it.
Well, anyways, I'm excited, y'all, because
Shit, we can joke around a little bit, but damn, like, can you chill a little bit? And that was all I was saying, like, was just chill with it. Like, in the footage, I just acted it off because I didn't know if I was going to keep any of the prior footage before the incident, because I was going to take that whole part out because it was hella awkward. But I didn't want any of the fans to catch on to, like...
I think she was just irritable because of the road trip.
Why did the vibes just randomly go from playing and laughing to it just getting hella serious? When I tried to make a joke about it to her and explain my feelings a little bit better, she told me she don't give a fuck and kind of cut herself off from communications. Mind you, we haven't even started the trip yet. And I was like, maybe a little bit of distress is coming from her camera, because if you also watch the vlog, you know, we were trying to fix that for the past few days. I assumed that maybe it was her camera that was giving her a little bit more stress, and maybe she's taking her frustration out on that, on me. I try to give her advice on how to, you know, record without having to press record on her camera, and that's when she snaps on me.
It was making me weak when she kept being like, I don't know, sister. You gotta be softer, sister. You gotta be softer, sister. That's exactly it with the facial expressions, girl.
screen.
What? Screen record?
That's what I do for my gaming videos. That's what a lot of YouTubers do. And they can just see themselves. And you can keep your wide angle. Just plug your
I don't
camera
care
up.
that much. Fuck this shit. I don't even want to fucking film a video, if I'm being fucking completely honest. I just want to fucking go. I'm overstimulated. I don't even want to fucking do this shit. I'm doing this shit for money. This thing. Fuck this shit.
And I was just like, okay, well, this is one of the...
No, that was actually real though, but I'm sorry. It might seem like you know, kind of caping for Najee, but I'm not. Sorry, being transparent here. This is a lot of y'all favorites. You know, when people in general get mad, they start to deduce everything to just bullshit. Like, you know, I don't think she genuinely feels like that. I hope not. I'm only saying I don't think, because again, I don't know this lady, but I hope she doesn't feel like that, because that would be crazy. But I feel like she's just saying that because, again, she's irritable. It's on a road trip. We're stuck in the car, and maybe she's like periodically feeling better and all hippity happy and high spirits because she's out of the car. I don't know. I'm just using my adult brain.
More minor incidents where it happens, and I would much rather it happen like this than happen on a bigger scale, and so I just left it alone because I didn't feel like there was anything else to be said. And this, to be clear, isn't me making justification for me making the video. I'm going to talk about that in a second. I'm just saying that to say that I've never ever made boundaries with these people and I've never told these people no or stop or chill before. It's also show how hypocritical she is to literally say that she needs the money.
I don't even want to fucking do this shit. I'm doing this shit for money.
And be trying to throw somebody who asked for a favor for money in their face. Also, I want to call back attention to the conversation about when we fell out and when I told them that I was like taking a break from the friendship. I saw that in Ricky's video.
That is not. That is.
Be clear, is me making justification for me making the video. I'm going to talk about that in a second. I'm just saying that to say that I've never ever made boundaries with these people and I've never told these people no or stop or chill before. It's also show how hypocritical she is to literally say that she needs the money.
I don't even want to fucking do this shit. I'm doing this shit for money.
And be trying to throw somebody who asked for a favor for money in their face. Also, I want to call
Kees, there is a stark difference between asking a favor and doing a fucking career as a job. That is not comparable. That is not comparable.
call back attention to the conversation about.
Am I the only one that feels like that's not comparable as like career and asking for somebody for money because it's not within your budget and choosing to do something for a career? So what? She asked you for advice. You still asked her for money. Is he saying because they both do YouTube? Am I slow? I think I'm slow.
When we fell out and when I told them that I was like taking a break from the friendship, I saw that in Ricky's video that it wasn't my full paragraph. It was just the first part of my paragraph, which was me basically saying that I'm going to be taking a break from them in the group chat. But in my second paragraph, I had said that they have been using the F word too comfortably for my liking. And as a gay man, it doesn't sit right with me because, you know, you say you don't mean in a homophobic way, but that's not possible and it still makes me uncomfortable. When I had made my original video, I had gave two incidents where the first one was on the phone and the second scenario was when the person almost slipped up and said it in front of other people. Najee had already gone home at that point and I was supposed to go that day too, but I couldn't get my ID because it had been stuck in Ricky's like locker for a little while, like a few days, because some manager had to be there to open it. That's also to answer the question of why did you stay there the whole time if you felt some type of way. It was like I wasn't going back home without my ID. I'm not driving to the South alone because Najee said that she couldn't go on this flight with me because the price of the ticket to like extended would have been too expensive at that time. Why I made sure to mention that Najee wasn't there when I said that because Ricky almost slipped up and then she looked at me and she was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Like I don't mean it in a homophobic way. Najee wasn't around. But Najee understood what I was talking about in that message because she's had that conversation with me prior to. Back in July, Ricky was talking about a situation and I hadn't seen it at first because I was on the phone with my old manager at the time. When it happened, they were like spam texting about it, you know, just kind of giving their thoughts on the situation and I didn't notice it until I had got back in the chat around 47 minutes later.
Did I say Najee and Ricky was wrong for saying faggot? If I didn't, you're wrong. And you're wrong and you're wrong. But Kees, this video is still wrong.
And I was catching back up that Najee had said the word. Now, this is the first time I've ever heard her say it, so I don't think that Najee just be out there saying it. And anyway, that was the first time she said it. And when she first said it, I wasn't even like mad for her. I was just like thrown off. I called Najee that day. I let her know. I was like, girl, chill. Like, I was like, girl, listen, I know we be to talking, we say all types of stuff, but I'm like, girl, that triggers me a little bit. Like, don't do that. She asked me how's it triggering when I say the word all the time. I'm like, well, because it's not because of the word itself. It's because I don't like straight people using that word. Like, that's it. Like, I don't ever correct you on one thing. I'm like, girl, you can't respect that one thing. She said she didn't mean it in a homophobic way and she wouldn't do it again. And she has not used it since then. And obviously, Ricky didn't use it until the first occurrence happened toward the trip. And also, in the video, I had said that it took place 3 weeks apart, but no, that's not true. It happened, let's say day one, occurrence one, and then a week and a half later is occurrence two. Also, another thing that I wanted to mention because people are like, why did you wait for 3 days for Najee's Instagram story if you knew that she said in her story? I didn't see it on Najee's page. I had saw the video that she had made on TikTok when she was explaining her story. I was like, no, you're valid as like that's uncomfortable and I'm sorry for that. But when she said the word, she mouthed it. So I'm like, she can't, like, I'm not gonna be mad at her for not saying it. It was 3 days later because I didn't see the video of her saying the actual word until I saw the screen recording on my For You page. And that's when I was like, okay, because no, I haven't had to tell you since July, but you were there when I told Ricky the first time on the phone. On top of that, girl, you laughed in the moment too, and I just excused it as maybe y'all were nervous giggling and there had to have been a reason that I let y'all feel comfortable saying that. And I let the friendship speak for itself. I was like, bro, how many times do I have to say it? No, I don't always come at them like, you bitches need to say that shit. No, it doesn't even give all that. And so her staying on her story and it's not.
Though she's not supposed to say it, you know, people can say whatever they want, technically, and they can, you know, whatever the consequences are, that's the consequences. I can say that if she didn't say it directly to you and on her own platform, you could still feel away, but again, this does not justify the video. Like, you texted these niggas and then boom, video. Like, what? Am I stupid? I think I'm stupid. This is why I don't have any friends, because I'm too, I don't think my mental capacity is enough for people's foolishness.
Not me negating the fact that she was hurt because, like I said, that was so weird and traumatizing. I hope that she heals from that because that's hella weird. But I've never crossed the equivalent of that bridge for them. Like, I feel like they did with me. I feel like I'm making my feelings known and they're not being listened to. And mind you, as you can see, as she acts when the camera's not rolling, they're not always the easiest conversation to have with somebody. Also, the videos that me, Ricky, and Najee filmed. Before we filmed Najee's video, we filmed mine way earlier in the afternoon. When we started my video, I had already had conversations with them leading up to this about I don't really like to talk about my sex life anymore. I built my career on literally talking about traumatic sex experiences. I don't want to talk about them no more. Like, and I also didn't want to do anything messy because I was trying to move away from that messy branch of the internet or just be seen as like a creator who's always doing messy things. And fuck, like, clearly I can't do that for long, could I? I had said this on camera 2 times. Once before we started filming, I had let them know.
Which is crazy because you have to be, you just have to be doing something to get the messy part of the reputation. There's nothing wrong with being vulnerable and putting your information out on the internet, just as I do. I speak on my sexual experience in my sex life. The difference between him and I is nobody watches it, nobody cares, and nobody digests it. Another difference is I'm not messy behind the scenes either, and you're messy behind the scenes. So I feel like your behavior behind the scenes also amplified this narrative of you online. And then look at the videos that she responded with, talking about, I hope your dead mama pick up this prayer when she look up, doing all this. And then the mouthiness that she was just doing at the beginning of the video. And then that other video with you in the purple room, there's a whole band of bitches, add on to the rubber band or whatever you said about the people that don't like you. Kees, your mouth is outrageous. I can't imagine having an easy conversation with you because you seem like the hot-headed one. Even in that video, I understand, you know, what he's trying to say, like the road trip and everything, but even still, that's just an instance. It applies with Najee and Ricky. I don't know none of these people. All of these are just instances, and this is just my inference. All right, this is just my inference of what I can gather of what's publicly available. But girl,
hey, I want to chill on the cussing and whatnot. Just try to just like calm down the cussing as much. In the middle of me reminding them, Ricky made a joke. We got off track a little bit. But man, I don't give a fuck. I'm joking. And I let them know again, like I don't want to talk about any of this stuff. Okay, quick pause, quick mediation. Let's just be fun. Like when we key on the couch, like it should.
and they're so pretty, like they're so gorgeous. They look nice together, all three of them. But you know, Najee and Ricky, god damn, boy, I thought Najee was Kaya.
I just don't want to talk about super deep traumatic ass things. But after that, a few hours later, we filmed Najee's video. Najee's video started off the same. It was supposed to be a sit down talk key, but obviously it was going to be a little bit more adult centered because, you know, that's just the type of vibes that they want for their channel. I was like, okay, period, we can have that conversation, but I'm just going to tone it down a bit. So when it turned into a drinking video, I just assumed that they were going to give me some type of leeway with it. And then randomly in the middle of filming the video, it turns into a messy truth or drink. I'm like, well, hold on, because those are exactly all the things I said I didn't want to do.
Stop speaking like and tell it in depth. You gotta say their name.
No, that's
you do. You gotta say their name.
Like, I don't drink alcohol. Me drink alcohol makes me sick as fuck, and I throw up every time. It doesn't matter what type of alcohol. It could be wine.
I feel like this is my video. We'll take a shot. Okay, no problem. Wait. We have to. Yeah, it's my video. It's my video. Like I said. Hold on. Wait, that's not the rule.
They're definitely not gonna make me drink because they already know what's up. So I'm just gonna probably hit my pain every time I gotta answer a question, or maybe they'll just be like, Kees, you don't gotta drink. Clearly that's not what happened because when I was trying to get my answers and try not to make it messy, I was told, okay, you need to hurry up and drink. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to drink. It was okay, well then you need to say who you slept with and why was your worst sneaky link. And I was like,
let's go. Out of a cup, bro. No, nigga. What kind of production is this? Please don't give me a cup. No, don't go get him. Bro, what that shit?
Okay, yeah, this part of the video was kind of hard to watch. I did watch this video, yeah. Yeah, this was kind of hard to watch. It was, I'm not gonna lie, because you can see that Kees was getting uncomfortable, but still trying to play it off for the camera. No, Kees, no, you need to play it off better. Like no, I don't even think that last clip was even released, so that was his full self. Girl, you're bad at playing it off. I could see that you're very uncomfortable, girl. The shiftiness, the stiffness, the bottle, the nail, the face, the lip bite. Girl, I could tell. I kept rewinding it because I was like, I can't tell if Najee is playing or not. And then Kees, why are you in the video if you're not gonna get drunk? If you're not gonna take a little shot and get crunk? What you here for? But you know what?
I got a chaser. Everybody else drinking from the bottom, bro. So what happened? You can control how much. If I get to a cup, I'm gonna pour it for you, and you have to drink.
oh, wait, like, why is the stipulations on cups, bro? Like, just go give me a cup.
No, here. Kees, just take the shot. Don't say the name.
I'm not saying his name. I'm
Just take the shot. We don't want to hear straight out the name.
Oh my god, I'm over it. I'm out. I took my shot, y'all.
Plays like go Kees, you're still see it.
No, like, because I'm trying to
Like you playing it in our face, bro. It's a perfect cut off. All right. You did it.
I'll be right back. All right. Parts of this.
Okay, so we lost the member due to peer pressure. It was our fault.
And after that situation happened, and I felt like my boundaries were crossed again, I removed myself from both videos. I didn't come back for the rest of Najee's and Ricky's. I was on the phone.
Which is valid. That instance was actually some lightweight peer pressure type shit. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Like, nigga. But then again, Kees, what are you? Oh, did he say they changed the video topic while he was still in the video? Okay, so I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas should have did. It seems like this relationship is kind of dysfunctional because it seems like when I try to give a solution that would have avoided this, it seems like my solution would have just caused another problem. All of you niggas should have never been friends to begin with, actually. Najee and Ricky, are y'all two niggas actually fucking friends? Because if Sty and Pluto can do that finicky ass shit, what the fuck y'all got going on? Girl.
With T-Mobile because obviously all this stuff has been going on with my phone for most of it, but by the time I came back they were still filming and I still didn't want to be part of it until they asked me to come back in at the end of the video because it was like I never did this for clout. Like I don't want to be a part of something that I don't feel good about. And hopefully these situations have given y'all more context to what's been going on and how I felt about that. So yeah, my final thoughts about this situation as a whole. Okay, it's the next day. I had to redo this because I'm at my friend's house, so ignore the background, but I have to address some things at the end of this video. I'm just gonna type everything I said at the end of that video and I'm gonna add some new things because everything that transpired yesterday on Twitter. And this is basically just my closing thoughts about everything because new allegations are coming out that I'm transphobic and I'm colorist and I'm like, y'all have absolutely lost your fucking mind.
black
They never
things
gave me any
about
of that ever. I already addressed everything on TikTok, so if
other
you like to go
people.
see my apology,
like,
it'll be on.
oh, you know, that's why y'all always wear wigs, because y'all don't like y'all hair. And then when it comes to herself, it's just, oh my god, my hair is so this, my hair is so that, I fucking hate it. It's this, this, and this. I can't wait to get my fucking hair done. And it's like, girl, that's not cute. That's not cute. And then, you know, I keep all of my things to myself for the most part. No, I talk my shit. Everybody say what the fuck you want. I don't care.
On there, because the vibe of today's conversation, the vibe of tomorrow's conversation are gonna be two different things, because I've apologized and I've let you guys know that everything done on my part was never out of malintent until it got like that for both of us. I understand, I acknowledge that I can't tell anybody how to react about a situation, and I definitely acknowledge that talking about it so quickly was rash as fuck and I should have waited a few months. But the point of the video was never to be a call out like you guys are making it out to be, and the video wasn't about them. Yes, I put in the title, yes, I put in the thumbnail, but that wasn't for the sole purpose of clickbait. That was the purpose of, that was something that I strongly felt about during the whole podcast. I talk about all types of shit on
This nigga is trying to gaslight us. The reason why you wanted people to click on the video was to put your opinion as the title. That's why people were interested in the first place. So people think that you're banding against Nyjah and Ricky alone. Hello? Girl, if this was me in real life, I would never talk to you again and you would never see me on Not Now Contact. What are you talking about? Hi.
there. Y'all only care about this specific part because now you know who I was talking about. I understand I was wrong as but y'all's responses, especially being the people preaching protect black women and literally trying to ridicule me and black women for having cancer, is crazy. If it's gonna be protect black women, let's protect all black women, like I said. Because regardless of how you feel about how I posted that video explaining how I felt about the situation anonymously, if you think that justifies trying to throw an out of context situation of me asking my friends for a favor in my face when you're the same person saying you don't do that type of shit, it's crazy. If you're gonna preach something, practice it too, baby. I ain't saying that my past is pretty, and I ain't saying I ain't never been wrong, and I ain't saying I ain't wrong now. But I'm not gonna be the only one taking fault, or I'm not gonna be made to believe that I'm a bad person and keep feeling bad for this when I came on here and sincerely apologize to everybody for the things that I
What kind of candy?
They're in my purse, but they're so big.
Yeah, I'll eat them. I'll put them in the freezer. Thank you.
I did see that we're a problem and be ridiculed for it. Y'all don't want an apology. Y'all want someone to feel bad about the mistakes that they made when whole time the only way you can get better is by making the mistakes in the first place. I ain't justifying what I did, and I ain't saying, like I said, what I did was okay.
No, Kees, no. I see he's trying to like do his big one, talk his shit, and be like all level head. No, girl. The only way to... What the fuck did you just say? Because that was brain short circuited. This whole situation made me lose brain cells. I feel like I'm stupider after all of this. I should have gooned.
Apologize to everybody for the things that I did see that were a problem and be ridiculed for it. Y'all don't want an apology. Y'all want someone to feel bad about the mistakes that they made when whole time the only way you can get better is by making the mistakes in the first place. I ain't just...
No, only time to get better is to learn from the motherfucking mistake. Because if you're just out here making mistakes and not learning shit, you become a messy person, and that's what you are, Kees. You're a messy ass nigga that put his friends on the forefront. You could have given, I don't know, no, this would never be me. I would never do this. Like, I would never do this. This is just not my archetype of person. This would never be me, actually. I would never get canceled in Twitter threads like this. This is just not, I'm not going to be on lives making no response videos. This is not going to be me. You're not going to see me in no Twitter thread in a wig and people saying I look ugly because I got a beard and goatee. You're just not going to, that's just not going to be me. And if people are putting me in Twitter threads with a wig, the lace is going to be laid, tinted, and the wig is going to look good on me. Neither here nor there. Kees, no, baby, no, because you just keep making mistake after mistake. When are you going to learn? I'm tired of seeing you in beefs, actually, because the most recent beef I've seen you in was with Sty and Javon. Or not Sty and Javon, Sty and Pluto. And then Sty and Pluto fell out. And now they back together, banding against you.
Define what I did, and I ain't saying, like I said, what I did was okay. I'm not gonna hate myself for talking about my feelings because I didn't do it with any malintent or for anybody to find out who it was, and that's why I keep it.
Which is valid. Again, I haven't really said nothing about that part. You know, him expressing his feelings. You feel how you feel. I don't care. Whoever you are, feel how you feel. You're valid. But there's a way to execute your feelings, and this was just tacky as fuck. This was tacky, disrespectful, and ghetto. This is everything that you're trying to avoid, Kees. If anything, you should be less focused on not cussing in videos and having a cohesive video with no mess. Because if we're getting opinionated, and I know nobody watches me, and I don't have a platform, so whatever you got to say about me, whatever. But Kees, your content started to lose me, girl. It started to lose me. You started to become the YouTuber I played in the background. A. B. This talking point is very hard to believe. I'm just, getting my point across and getting my feelings out there and and people are misinterpreting and all of that. Then you should have done better by people, to be honest. If you don't want shit to be misinterpreted and misconstrued by others, check your kind of person then. If you feel like for a second people might feel offended by something that you text, just don't say it. Like, we're beating a dead horse here, jumping it even. Jumping?
Repeating, didn't nobody know who it was until you brought it on the internet. I'm not saying you cannot feel like you need to bring it to the internet. I talked about the internet, you talked about the internet. I understand. But you brought it to the internet and you made it something that it isn't. To ever insinuate that I don't like you because you're brown is crazy. Or to insinuate that I argued with another influencer 5 years ago.
But I don't know what you got going on, Kees. I don't know how coonish you are, anti-black, if even. Don't know, don't care. But what's in the pudding that's very thick is the demeanor in text between Ajay and Ricky. And I know this were texts, and you can pick up tone through text. You can. Tone can also be misconstrued, but that none to misunderstand about that, baby. Am I subscribed? Kees, this is not very coy of you. Or fish.
Because she was trans is insane. I don't care if you're trans or not. If we're gonna argue and go back and forth with the reads, we're gonna argue and go back and forth with the reads. It had nothing to do with what your gender was. I never cared. Another thing is people are trying to say that I just be calling this girl aggressive, and no, I tried to ease the tone in the video, made light of it, like, okay, the conversation is getting too serious and we're literally vlogging, and she's made it seem like I say that all black girls talk like that. Like, no, I don't ever do that. I apologize for calling her donkey lips because that wasn't what I was meaning to do. I didn't come at that with a lens of she looks like a donkey because she's dark. Like, what? I said because she threw something in my face that I was insecure about, and I threw something in her face that I know that she's insecure about. Stop trying to make
donkey lips. Oh, I need to see this. I need to see this, Kees. And I saw something that said something about donkey lips. I was like, who's this random? But Kees said something about donkey lips. Donkey lips. You can't even buy your mom a bottle of Ambien to shut her loud ass up every morning from screaming about aliens. Let alone find a clean pot in that feces-ridden rambler you call a home, bitch. I am sorry for calling her donkey lips because it wasn't in a lens of anti-blackness or hating black women. Donkey lips, like, that is donkey lips, like, from not only a black man, but a black man from your complexion. Some of these talking points are not being pulled out of the internet's ass, Kees. You have very problematic and red flaggy behavior. No normal person, even as an insult, who doesn't agree with those mindsets or rhetorics, would even go there with a black woman. Donkey lips? You could have said she was bad built. You could have said she looked like she got bad lip injections. But donkey lips, nigga. Kees, I would not talk about nobody's build, nobody's face, nobody's body. Somebody's appearance is the last thing you need to be talking about, Kees. And I'm not saying that because you're ugly, because I personally don't think he's ugly at all. But the way you act is making you look fucking horrendous. It's giving
it something that it's not, because you know I'm not like that. And if you felt like I was like that all this time, you should have been cutting me off, like how you've been preaching for me to have done to you. And when I called you aggressive in that chat and not Ricky, it was because Ricky didn't call me a punk ass bitch for no reason. Because you called me that because you didn't like how I brought something to the internet, have your feelings for it. You didn't need to call me out my name in that moment because didn't nobody even say anything to you. And I didn't say nothing bad about you in the video. And I can't stress that. Have your in that chat and not Ricky, it was because Ricky didn't call me a punk ass bitch for no reason. Because you called me that because you didn't like how I to you. And when I called you aggressive in that chat and not Ricky, it was because Ricky didn't call me a punk ass bitch for no reason.
With everybody, bro. Fuck this shit. It's not even worth my time. I have enough respect for you to say it to you, but I'm just gonna block you because this is weird. Cry me a river. Good riddance. Mind you, Ricky called you a punk ass bitch, and you said Najee had donkey lips. Because if I'm recalling this correctly, Najee was actually the one in her video not really saying much about you, and yet she gets called donkey lips. Feces written home and can't afford Ambien for her mama because she's stealing aliens. Oh my God, Lord.
Because you called me that because you didn't like how I brought something to the internet, have your feelings for it. You didn't need to call me out my name in that moment because didn't nobody even say anything to you. And I didn't say nothing bad about you in the video. And I can't stress this enough. I'm not saying that what I did was right and I'm not justifying what I did. I'm just letting you know that I feel like there's a lot of double standards going on right now and no one cares to hear my side out because I have had a horrible past. But I'm gonna do better and I'm gonna do what I can to get past those things and work past these things. I'm not gonna allow myself to keep feeling bad or feel like I have to hide from the internet because of me talking about my feelings. Because let y'all tell you, I'm the fakest bitch ever. But since we're bringing shit back from years ago, actually, no, I'm not even gonna turn into that. I apologize and take fault for what I've done wrong. I'm not gonna hate myself for it. I didn't do anything wrong until I had made the comments I made on Twitter or...
You are fake, Kees. This is very fake. This is... If I can compare something to a prosthetic vagina, it would be this video. And it would be these last few videos of your YouTube career. This is very artificial pussy, Kees. I don't like it. Sorry, as a consumer, you said to keep your opinions and talk my shit to you. Okay, this is how I feel about you, Kees. This is so beneath you. This is so low. This is stupid. This is immature. This is so redundant. What did you even need to do this for? I understand how you feel and it's your feelings, but there's a way to do it. And for as long as somebody as you have been doing YouTube, you should know better. You should know better. As many beefs as you've been in on the internet, you should know better. But you're just choosing to act like you don't. Am I the only one who feels like this is an act? I feel like you act like you don't know what the overarching problem is. You didn't give these niggas enough time to respond, and you dropped a video. The title, the thumbnail, the tweets following it, your behavior, like you have no redeeming qualities, Kees. None.
Things that I apologized for years ago in my past. I know in my heart that I don't hate people because they're trans. I know in my heart I don't hate people because they're black. And I know that I don't hate women. So you're either going to believe what I say or not. You can look at this through the lens of he did this because he wanted this to happen. But clearly, didn't nobody lose in the equation but me. But shit, believe what you want. I really don't care. Because if I was broke before this shit, I bet you I'm not now. So look, y'all didn't hate the bitch straight to the bag. Anybody talking shit ever about my finances?
But if you keep acting like this, Kees, you're going to have to work with me at a normal job that I don't even have. So good luck, again, with me looking for the job. That's normal because you fucked up your bag and you decided to be messy behind the scenes and bring it to the forefront. And now it's imploding. And you still want to be mouthy and pop your shit. Like, I don't like niggas like this. You pop your shit, but there's a way to do it. There's a tasteful way to pop your shit and make people like you. This is so arrogant. And I ain't seen him lay not one good wig. If you get that reference, let me know.
Ever. How about I send the invoices to these bills these months and you can see if you can handle all that. But until then, keep that mouth shut because you ain't in no boat to ever talk.
I can't and I won't be able to handle any of your bills, baby, until I have the money. Okay, so I'm confident in saying that I can't handle your bills, but it doesn't matter how much money you have to handle your bills, Kees, because your morality, your sensibility, and your rationality is all fucking out the window, nigga. Look at how you act. Okay, you have money. Are you happy? Do you go to sleep happy at night? Do you really? Can you? Can you go to sleep happy? Can you genuinely take a look back at your past of what you put on the internet and you tell me you're satisfied with this, Kees? You're satisfied? Pick up my prayer while you're looking up at me at hell. You're satisfied with this. This is what you're paying your bills with. Hey, I'm not no nigga that's gonna knock a nigga hustle. But if this is how you want to get your money, Kees, this is so tacky. Oh my God, you definitely lost a supporter, my nigga. This is so lame. I promise I'm gonna direct this energy to Ricky and Najee. If they start being lame ass niggas, like, this is so lame, bro. This is so fucking lame. I'm gonna send you that invoice and let's see if you can handle that. Yeah. Who is this directed to? The people on Twitter or Najee, Ricky? Who? Because you're the one with poor spending habits and have to ask for money. Because me personally, I know my time is coming. I never really have to ask for anything because people just give it to me.
Talk about a bitch like me. And everybody who's saying that they hate when I'm on there for you page and don't watch me. Y'all already been unfollowing, keep doing it. And for the
I didn't peep this at first, but who is that? Who is that?
Just wouldn't jump in about this shit for y'all to hate drama. Y'all seem to find yourselves at the doorstep of it every time it's happening. So if I'm messy, I don't know what that make y'all, but I guess we 1-1. And I still don't feel like I'm a bad person.
Does that also make the consumers who don't have channels messy as well? Because the only reason why people are, I'm working, Omari, that is rude. Get away from me. I am reacting to this, but not because that makes me a messy influencer, because I am a consumer that watches you on my own time, and you put this out on the internet for people to watch. Nigga, I'm not messy. You're tacky as fuck. On Pinterest. And you can't keep shit where the fuck it's supposed to be at. I don't dislike you, Kees. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't want anything bad to happen to you, but bro, person to person, what the fuck is this? What is this? You need somebody in your corner that's going to deter you from doing this. If I'm a messy influencer for watching this and giving my takes, again, that nobody asked for, then I'll be that. Again, I've watched so much of stuff like this, so many drama channels. I'm chronically online. I may not know everything, but I know shit. Okay, so when I know, and this is not gonna be me. Like, the internet is just not real to me. Like, it's just not real. Like, it's real, but it's not real. Like, nigga, this is not real life. Kees, this is not real life.
And despite how many people I fell out with, because clearly unlike half of these people, once I don't like you and I feel like I gotta talk about you all the time to my other friends, oh baby, you're cut off. Once I taste with too many conversations, I'm like, no, I actually don't like this person. I'm gone. Not gonna talk about them to the other friend, to the other friend, to the other friend. So you talk shit and don't respond to DMs, and Pluto, you literally was just giving me flowers talking about how right I was just a few months ago. Kees was definitely right. To the other friend, to the other friend. So you talk shit and don't respond to DMs, and Pluto, you literally was just giving me flowers talking about how right I was just a few months ago. Kees was definitely right about some of the stuff that had to go in this friendship. I need to figure out what y'all got going on first before even trying to insinuate anything about me. Kees was definitely right about some of the stuff that had to go in this friendship. I need to
That is embarrassing, because I'm pretty sure Pluto said some slick shit about Kees in a hot seat video. I may be making that up, or was that Sty and Chris Cooter? I don't know. Let me not bring Chris into this. Chris is just a nigga. I don't know who. I don't really like it. Or Sty's. Anyways, both of you see how odd these people are? Like, I could never interact with you people in real life on the internet. Like, all of you are blocked. All of you are getting blocked after this video. What is it? Pluto, Sty, Kees. I'm blocking all of you people. I don't want to see you guys on my YouTube, on my Twitter, Instagram. I don't want to see it, because this is what. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Kees wanna be bad. I'm not gonna lie. Kees, a person I don't fuck with, whose name shouldn't be in my mouth, he was right about some of those relationships. You would never see me co-signing the ops, even if they are right. You know what? PewDiePie. Let's bring this. I have beef with PewDiePie on this channel. Hey, beautiful family. He said nigger, right? Okay. He said it forever ago. I don't care how long he said it. He's a white man, and it shouldn't ever came out his mouth, and it was released to the public. So I'm going to hold him against it, and it's going to bite him in the ass ever so often, just as it should, because you should have never said it, white man. Felix. PewDiePie. PewDiePie. Girl, what was the point of me bringing up PewDiePie? Oh, even if people say PewDiePie is a refutable source for like shit, I don't know, because again, I never looked into it to give a fuck. It's PewDiePie. I'm a black nigga and it's PewDiePie. If you're black and you watch PewDiePie, that's you. But me, I will never. I can only consume so many white people in one sitting. It's just not for me.
I wasn't even talking. I was letting it continue.
I can't really focus on working when somebody's watching me in real life. It's different when it's a camera. When somebody's watching me in real life, it's kind of hard to focus on what I'm saying.
Sorry, I didn't want to show you.
Girl, that's a big ass. Oh, hi. That's a big ass key.
Yeah. And you're looking at school.
What is? Oh, period. Okay, white people. And oh, yeah. Even if PewDiePie says the most agreeable logic, I'm one of those people who doesn't want to hear it. I don't care how much you changed. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You said nigger. Like, even if you changed, like, I mean, I'm one of those people who feel like people can change and this and that. But when it's racism, I feel like that's a whole different thing. Like, I'm around some bigoted fucks and I grew up with the self-hating racist. It's not funny, but I never said any other racial slur. I didn't even say nigga till I was like 14. So, you know, my point is, I would never co-sign an op. Felix is not my op for real. I don't know him. I just don't like any white. Basically, my mic broke and cut out, but I said I didn't like any white content creator saying the N-word and apologizing for it later. Or not, I don't care. You should have never said it. Oh well.
To figure out what y'all got going on first before even trying to insinuate anything about me. Because Pluto, you fight on TV now. Now you're on TV on Twitch. And Nate, we've been knowing you was messy. Nate has tried to put out that I was not going to talk about them to the other friend. To the other friend, to the other friend. So you talk shit and don't respond to DMs. And Pluto, you literally was just giving me flowers talking about how right I was just a few months ago.
Kees was definitely right about some of the stuff that had to go in this friendship.
I need to figure out what y'all got going on first before even trying to insinuate anything about me. Because Pluto, you fight on TV now. Now you're on TV on Twitch. And Nate, we've been knowing you was messy. Nate has tried to put out that I was talking about another creator and Ricky's ex. Like, first off, I don't even know that boy. I only knew Ricky's ex because that was Ricky. You fight on TV now.
What?
Now you're on TV on Twitch. And Nate, we've been knowing you was messy. Nate has tried to put out that I was talking about another creator and Ricky's ex. Like, first off, I don't even know that boy. I only knew Ricky's ex because that was Ricky's ex, and that was the only time we had communication, and I didn't know who the boy was beyond this. This ain't got shit to do with me. You said I sat there and I told you and I was talking about you on Twitter, and don't say you didn't because I saw you say it because I was there when you was talking about it on the phone. You said that Sty and Pluto told you that shit because they're messy, and you did it because you said I was talking about you on Twitter. I got a lick on you on Twitter. I'm like, I ain't had Twitter for months because it's been banned when I was arguing with someone else for Ricky. Stop the lies. I don't know where you got that, and I don't know how that got around. It got shit to do with me. Ricky said who she thinks said it, so.
But you see how miserable that keeps you with arguing with people online for your friends? I wouldn't want a friend like this. You're so miserable. Get off the internet. Who cares what people... Who cares what pseudonyms and random profiles says about you online? Like, hello, I can just block it or literally go to settings and press the logout button and I just won't see it. Like, or just hire somebody, since you have so much goddamn money, hire somebody to fucking work your goddamn socials, nigga. Maybe you wouldn't be in so much goddamn mess, and then you would have hit 100K subscribers already.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm about to just ignore it. Like, I'm literally gonna protect my peace because at this point, this. Me out. I haven't eaten like 4 days, bitch, and y'all trust me, I can't do it. So I got to do what I can do to make sure that I
drink some water, bitch.
Because I got motherfuckers waiting on me, okay? I got people waiting on me to come back home. Oh, wait, never mind. I keep forgetting to address things. Another issue that I keep seeing everyone's having is the fact that I got on the phone with Maj. Everyone's trying to make it seem like I just went out looking to befriend Maj, or Maj trying to come befriend me. But that's not what happened. Maj got mentioned by Nige saying that I was talking shit about him, making it seem like I was talking about it recently when they had their own little argument, and I have never jumped into that beef, and I have never, ever said I was ever gonna jump into that beef, period. Last time I said something about Maj was when I thought he was posting clips and stuff of me and Sty and Pluto's beef, and I was like, bro, I'm already getting jumped. him, like, why are you getting involved? I didn't think this had anything to do with him. Knowing how he gets on the internet, oh, he got just the block button, and I was just like, I'm over it. Hence why he was looking for my number in the first place, because all his socials were already blocked. He got on the phone with me and explained to me that that's not what the case was. He has people who post the content for him. And I was like, oh, I mean, well, I didn't know that at the time. I didn't care to try to know that at the time. But he wasn't tripping after that was explained because I didn't say nothing about him publicly. I didn't tell Maj anything that the internet didn't know because I was like, it's none of his business. And this obviously isn't like a diss to Maj because he actually didn't even come at me disrespectful, and he let me explain how the fuck I felt and why things were the way they were. And even then, I still didn't tell that boy no specifics on anything that the internet didn't know about at the time because it wasn't his business. Please stop trying to look into stuff and make it seem like something that isn't. Next thing wait, let me find this girl because this girl right here, I don't know who the fuck you are enough for you to feel like you needed to make a YouTube video about this. Mind you, neither of them girls know you. Apparently, she made a video about the beef and was saying that I was wrong and whatnot. I guess she was apologizing. I don't know what she was apologizing for. And from what I know now, that
This is which is crazy. Like what he just said, that applies to me. What he literally just said, that applies to me.
Who the fuck you are enough for you to feel like you needed to make a YouTube video about this. Mind you, neither of them girls know you.
Right, like literally, who am I to be making a YouTube video about this? Literally a nobody. Yeah, I'm still gonna record and talk my shit regardless, Kees. Like, this nigga is so fiery at the mouth. I see why nobody likes you, bro.
Apparently, she made a video about the beef and was saying that I was wrong and whatnot. I guess she was apologizing. I don't know what she was apologizing for. And from what I know now, that's all that she posted. So I'm assuming that she made a video before this, basically being on my side.
I'm talking crazy in this video. And I was Kees and I saw this. It would be all types of fuck you, black bitch. Fuck you, black bitch. Fuck you, donkey lip ass bitch. That's what I would say about me if I was Kees, right? But it's kind of hard for me to even care. I was gonna segue into a conversation I didn't care about having for the sake of a conversation, but I realized I don't care about my perception about about myself with any of my peers, because if there's a relationship meant to happen with any of these people, it would happen the way it was meant to happen. Not that I'm saying I was planning to be friends with Kees in the future, no, but it's
got some hate and gagged her ass and was like, oh, let me retract. It's cool.
Sorry, it glitches every time I press play.
Anytime we've spoken to each other, it's always been one of us uplifting each other. Like, this is a little odd. It's a little spooky because February 26th, I texted you basically letting you know that you shouldn't feel bad about getting played by your gym crush, because I clearly saw that you were just being a girl and you had emotions and you were just speaking about your emotions and people were judging you for it. And then you was in my DMs venting to me. Then you on Tuesday at 1 p.m. said you had seen all my videos and was on my side. And not that I care if you were on my side, but if you're going to be clocking T, bitch, let's clock all of it now, because I'm trying to figure out how you even got involved. And I never even asked you to make no video. I don't even know you like that. And I asked your advice on how you deal with so much hate because you're always going viral for people making fun of you. You were sitting there giving me advice. And I didn't even read all of it, but I liked everything because I was on and off the internet. I was just trying to post whatever I had to post and then hop up off of it. And last thing I said to you was, thank you so much. I really appreciate this. Oh my gosh. It's never ever gave. I needed you to be on my side, but girl, shut up. You said you were trying to be a big friend. You made a video, got out your place, and then people was like, no, let me give you this belt real quick. You got to taste a little bit of what I'd have been getting. So yeah, you don't like that shit, do you? So be quiet. Mind you, to jump into my beef when literally it's a mirror version of whatever you had going on with your controversy, and our first interaction is literally me being compassionate to you and you jumping on the train to make it seem like I'm just some horrible person, even publicly advocating for your feelings on my spam account.
Kees, I don't think you're a horrible person. What? I don't think you're a horrible person because you clearly have friends. Horrible people also have friends, but you have a certain type of friend that reflects that you're not a bad person. You're just not the best person. And I'm not no fucking pansy either. I'm definitely not doing none of this shit. All this, I'm not doing none of it. But I'm not no A1 perfect pansy either. And
it's just like, girl, anyway.
What?
Person, even publicly advocating for your feelings on my spam account. It's just like, girl, anyways. Also, I feel like I don't know if I addressed this, but if anybody has ever said or thought that I had a crush on Ricky's ex, bitch, she can tell you this right now on my stuff. She know that shit ain't true. She know it ain't true. She ain't never known me to ever even move like that. She ain't never had to talk to me about that ever. It was never misunderstood. When she first even introduced me to the good and she asked me if I thought he was attractive, I was like, sister, I don't know, we got different types. Like, girl, that's zero shade. I just feel like we definitely have very different types. Please don't play those games because they ain't never, ever gave that. So, yeah, I hope that's everything. If it's not, I'm sure y'all remind me in the comments. I want to be over with this shit. Like, I don't even want to address this shit. I am moving forward from this. And apparently Ricky said she's gonna make a video on Twitter. I'm like, fuck! But you know what? I'm gonna have to sit there, take my L to chin, prepare for my last wave of lashings. At this point, that's all I can do, huh? But as far as me, the head fish, I'm leaving. I'm signing my presidential notice and stamping.
Girl, the head fish don't do this. You're not the head fish. Maybe the body, maybe even the tail, the fin, or the gills, maybe even the scales. But the head fish, girl, maybe on the wall, mounted. Cause your ass then got decapitated after all these goddamn lashings. I know your body's tired. I know your body's tired. Cause if it ain't tired from working out, it's tired from engaging on social media. Go to bed. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Cause I know you've been working on this video for a few days. Go to bed, and workshop a new video idea. That's not gonna bring me back, but a video idea that's gonna grip a new audience. You need a refurbishment, nigga. Reinvent yourself. I'm tired. I'm tired. It's like the millionth Kees beef, and this is the most eye-catching one because it's like, nigga, it's Ricky. Ricky! Psh. That's my nigga. Seems like I'm dick riding in favor of Kees, but no, I'm not. Genuinely, I don't know. In general, I have more compassion for women, but that my compassion for either gender is neither here nor there. This is about Kees, and I've said my piece and how I feel multiple times. This is lame, rundown, and stupid. What the fuck? His feelings and opinions aren't stupid. As far as feeling, I don't know, attacked by homophobia. The execution was stupid. And then his response to everybody's opinions was stupid. What the fuck? Like, that boy mama dead. You knew that boy mama dead. I didn't even fucking know that. Whole time, I found out she dead because you dropping a prayer to hell for her. And then you calling black women donkey lips. Girl. How does Monique feel about this? Has she seen this, Kees? Because I know you've been mad at your mama before. Shit, I've been mad at my mama. We almost fist fought twice. She missed both times she swung, and then the second time I bucked up to her. But I gotta get up off this camera. Pseudonyms, before you go, don't tell people how you move. Show them how fuckers you for fucking with me. Meet me back here and over. Might be it, and I'll be here waiting for your return. Trying will always be good enough because I had enough will to do so.
Throw it back, baby girlie. I know what you not gonna do. Get out your comfort zone and come and taste some different song. Experience a thick Venusian, come taste some different song. First of all, new here, I come in peace. Finna lay a track down, no duck a weed. Shut at angles.